Welcome back, everyone, to the Review Lounge, and I have another quick review for you on Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. The movie came out yesterday, and this is a sequel from a trilogy from the last one with Godzilla versus Kong. So this is a we'll say a trequel or the third one in the installment because you had the Godzilla. Then you had Godzilla versus Kong, and now you have Godzilla X Kong New Empire. So I went to see the movie today. Usually I do right out of the theater, but I wanted to, just try to take it in because this movie is just a bunch of monsters fighting each other. That's all it is. This movie doesn't really have like strong plots, strong characters, anything. Now, if you've seen the last one, Godzilla versus Kong, which Godzilla and Kong versus each other, then they had to face I said Mechagodzilla and all of that. So that was fun. And we know these movies don't have a lot of what you call it, like strong acting, strong writing, or anything like this. This is basically just a throwdown, whoop ass movie with a bunch of kaiju. And that's all it is. You don't in this movie basically. You don't get a lot of characters in this movie. I mean, just like the other one in Kong versus Godzilla, not as much. You got some, but this one, nothing. Nothing. But saying that doesn't mean this is a bad movie. This is a good movie. So basically, this is just a good movie to turn your brain off and just enjoy monsters fighting each other. You got Godzilla, you got Kong, you got Mothra, you got this new one. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called. Let me see. It's started with an S. I think it's Cyro, something like that. And that animal basically is just a the one that breathes ice, basically. Okay, so this one, the movie starts out basically right. Right there. You see Kong, right? He actually being chased by monsters and everything. But you see Kong is, he's very intelligent because now, if you've seen the last movie, which in my honest opinion, if you watch the other movie, certain things in this movie will make you understand better. But if you didn't see the last Godzilla and Kong movie, it's not going to really throw you off because this movie doesn't really put a lot into the writing. It's really about just them fighting, okay? Just fighting monsters, all that. Now you have small little plots to try to move the story along, but that's not the main focus. In every scene in this movie, you see Kong or you see Godzilla every single time. So you see them. And the humans are like this much. They're not a big focus at all. They just there enough to kind of have a reason to see them, have a reason for monsters to be there, but that's it. But I digress. So the movie starts out basically, you see Kong. He's, from the second movie, he's on Skull Island, but now he's in like some type of middle of the earth or whatever. Okay, so he's trying to adapt, and he's by himself and all that. And everything. Then you have Godzilla on top of the earth fighting all these kaiju. So he's protecting. But side note, Godzilla is protecting the earth, but not protecting it because every time he fights, something's happening, bunch of destruction, all that. Which, I mean, that's what you get. You might want to think, me being as an adult, you're like, he's protecting it, but a lot of people probably are dying. A lot of people. But, okay, oh well. So, we don't think about that. You think about Godzilla whooping ass. Then eventually you get to the point where you see one of the main threats, and they call him Scar. No relation to Lion King. But you see Scar, and they get into it. Then you go see another kaiju. And that kaiju is, I think they call it Zero, or you can tell that I'm sorry I'm not spoiling it because this movie, like I said, it's just a drag out monster fight. That's all it is. Because, like I said, this movie is really just about just monsters fighting. The humans are stupid. There's one scene in the movie with the actress. I forgot her. It's one of the actresses. She's don't care. She's from the first movie. I think her name is Rebecca Hall. She plays Dr. Elaine. Then you have Dan Stevens. He plays Trapper. And those are the only ones. Those are the only ones good in it. Everybody else, I don't care. the three top people in this is Brian Tyree Henry because he was in the last one. He plays Bernie. And you got Dan Stevens playing Trapper, and you got Rebecca Hall playing Dr. Elaine Andrews. And but the best humans in this movie is Brian Tyree Henry. He's the best part of the movie because every time he's on screen, he's funny, and he interacts with the other character of Dan Stevens, Trapper. They interact with each other, and that's good. But besides that, you don't care about the other characters. You don't care about this new civilization, all that. I mean, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling, but I'm not really spoiling because a lot of this is in the trailers. But I'm just really reviewing it as just a fun movie. Now, the writing is not good. The characters are not good. The plot is just abysmal. It's just all that. So I give the plot and all that a like 2 out of 5. But the monsters, the fighting, all that, Kong, Godzilla, all that. I give that a 5 out of 5. I give the movie itself just well, sorry, the movie, not the movie itself, but the movie with the monsters and the fighting and all that. I give that a 5 out of 5. This is just a fun movie where the actors don't matter. The only person that I liked in the movie was Brian Tyree Henry. He's hilarious. Every time he's on screen, he's funny. Him and Trapper mixed with each other are good, but other than that, the only person you will like in this movie as a human is Brian Tyree Henry because he's hilarious when he's on screen. But the majority of the movie is nothing but Kong and Godzilla fighting Scar and then Cairo, whatever her name is. Sorry, it didn't matter. They didn't say name once or twice in the movie, and that was it. You just know this is another monster that breathes ice. That's it. And you got the other primate monkey fighting each other. So it's basically like a tag team match. Ding, ding, ding. This is WrestleMania. This is the main event. Really show a lot of Kong in this movie. They show a lot of him. They show how intelligent he is and how he does certain things. Because he in one scene in the movie, he's running from monsters, but he set up certain traps to stop him. Because he's even though he's strong, he's the badass. He can't fight everyone. He can't fight 10 to 1. So he has to do certain things. So that's good. I like showing Kong and how intelligent he is, things he do. Then, of course, he meets the little monkey and certain things happen and they become friends and the monkey sees how badass Kong is. Then he meets Scar and they get into it. Then you find out that Kong needs help. He finds Godzilla. Godzilla whoops his ass. What you up here for? And after that, then they go back and if they fight the two other monsters. So basically, this is just a monster battle movie. Like I said, I give it a 5 out of 5 for the monster fighting, for the writing and the plot and the characters and all that. Trash. That is trash. That's a 2 out of 5. Because the reason I give it a 2 out of 5 is because of Brian Tyree Henry. It's because of him. If it wasn't him, I would have gave like a 1 out of 5. And the reason I would have given it 1 out of 5 is because they just have humans in there just to pull the plot. So you gotta have something to pull the plot. But honestly, I think if they showed no humans in this and just had Godzilla on the screen following him with no humans talking and had Kong, because you had a lot of times you had Kong on the screen, but of course he's not talking, but his mannerisms, the way stuff like that, you can tell, you can just make your own what he's saying to these other animal things like that. So like if you can cut out the humans out of this and just have them and just watching them, the movie will still be the same. That's why I give that a 5 out of 5 because I was getting a bunch of monsters fighting. This is a good movie just to turn your brain off, just to chill, just to relax, and just enjoy it. Don't worry, don't try to find deep meanings in this movie. Don't try to find, you know, plots and all that. Don't worry about that. This is just a movie that everybody needs to go see just for the fighting and the monsters and all that. So I recommend go see this movie. Go have fun. Yes, it's a third installment of the movie, but you don't need to watch. I mean, go watch them because they're fun, ridiculous movies to watch the fighting. But you don't have to watch those movies to even want to understand this one. Just know that Kong is there to fight another monster to save the world, and Godzilla's going to help him. That's it. of the one of the researchers, and she reads like 3 or 4 lines on a rock, and she tell you the whole story about Kong and this new monster, this other ape. I'm like, so basically, you just set the whole plot in this movie to so everybody can understand and go along, and that's it. That's it. And I think that's I think that was so stupid. But other than that, this is a fun movie. I enjoyed this movie. Um, Everyone should go see it. It's fun, action packed. A lot of animals whooping ass. A lot of animals eat. A lot of Kong eating other animals. I enjoyed it. A lot of man. It's funny when Godzilla fights. He fights like a freaking wrestler. He fights like a wrestler. There's a move. There's one in this scene where I'm okay. I'm gonna say it. It's one of the scenes that Godzilla suplexes Kong, and it's hilarious because it's in the trailer where Kong comes out in Egypt, and they throw down to Egypt. Ding ding. You would wonder like Godzilla's supposed to protect the world, but when he's protecting it, he's destroying everything. And, everybody's dying. I was like, yeah, I destroy this monster. Probably 1.5 million people passed away, but I had to do it. That you gotta turn your brain off for that part. You gotta turn it off. You gotta like don't even think about the casualties. Just thinking about Godzilla's doing what he gotta do to save the world. If there's casualties, there's casualties. You know I'm coming. You need to get out of here. That's what it is. Turn your brain off. Get a lot of popcorn. Get a lot of candy. Get other snacks. Get your nachos. Get your sodas, your drinks, whatever. Sit there and just be like, I'm ready for some monster fighting. That's what it is. Go see it. I think everyone will enjoy it. Take your kids. Man, I know little boys and girls are going to enjoy this movie because nothing but a bunch of monsters fighting each other. They should, and that's what it is. Nothing but fun monsters fighting each other, and that's what you want. This is a good movie, and I'm sorry this movie didn't come out too close to the summertime. This would have been a good summertime movie as well. So I'm kind of surprised to put it out March, but there's really nothing else out there to really challenge it because you had Ghostbusters, which I didn't get a chance to review that one, but I heard it was eh. And then Dune's been out for almost 5 weeks, so I mean it made its money. And Kung Fu Panda was out for about about 3 weeks, and it made its money. And I didn't review that either, and I apologize. I'm gonna do a lot more reviews coming up, guys. And I want to thank everyone that's subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I do this for fun. I don't try to be the most bunch of editing and stuff like that. I'm just coming to you as a real person and giving you the love what I like to review movies and television shows and anything else that intrigues me, and that's what I enjoy. But yeah, I enjoy this movie. Thanks everyone that subscribed and the new subscribers and new people that come to see me. If you got to this part of the review, thank you, and I appreciate it. Godzilla X Kong New Empire. If you've seen the movie, tell me what you thought about it. Did you like it? Did you turn your brain off? You just enjoyed the fighting? If you didn't like it, tell me about it. Leave a comment. Make sure you hit that like button so YouTube would push me out there to see more people, so more people can see me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. I want to have a lot more reviews coming up. A lot of things from Netflix, a lot of things from Hulu, from Apple Plus, from Prime, a lot of it. And if there's anything else that you want me to review and just have a crazy reaction, leave a comment and tell me. I will watch it and see it, okay? But remember, like, share, subscribe. Until next review, guys, peace.